Hello, friends. It's Nancy from nancyfurbshares.com. Today is World Card Making Day, October 5th, 2024. I've got a really cute idea for you. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie that we should keep using. It's going to show both sides of the designer series paper when our card is finished. It's a quick and easy card, and I think you're going to really enjoy making a lot of these. I have. We are going to start by cutting our cardstock at 5.5, which is a half a sheet. So 5.5, you would cut it right here. Then you're going to rotate it once, and you're going to cut it at 5.25. I like to keep my cutting blade at the bottom and then always return it to the bottom when I'm done. And then this is my scoring blade up here. Whatever method you use, try to get a consistent routine so that you're scoring when you want to score and not cutting accidentally. After you do that, you're going to leave it in the same position and you're going to move it over to 4.25. 4.25 is our finished card size. So you're just moving it over and you're going to score. So you're going to score here. And that's all we're going to do with the paper cutter at the moment. So here's our base card. We're going to fold up here and give it a good crease with the bone folder. I highly recommend always scoring your folds. It makes it look so nice and neat on the inside, no crinkles. Now, we finished this right here. Next, we're going to use a piece of designer series paper, and it's cut 4 inches by 5.25. This is going to become our card front, like this. So I like to rotate it here and grab some tear and tape. I like a good strong adhesive for this part because this is a moving part on your card. Put the strip right on the edge of the DSP. Give it a good rub, and that helps it adhere. Then the backing pulls off quite easily. Next, position this piece of designer series paper right exactly so that you have the same distance on top, bottom, and this side. Okay, this side doesn't matter. It's going to be hidden. So these 3 sides need to have the same frame. This beautiful paper is called Countryside Inn, and it has a woodland theme to it, and I think it's so pretty. Now we're just going to close this door like that and give it a press. And there is our card. When we open our card, we see the other side of the designer series paper to coordinate. Isn't that simple? Now, on my inside piece, I like to cut it. Normally, we cut it 1/4 inch smaller for the inside, but this time I'm cutting it a little smaller than the front here, so you don't have to worry about it showing. So it's cut 1/2 inch off instead of 1/4 inch. And we're going to go around this quickly. You don't need a lot of the liquid Tombow glue. It bonds very quick, very nicely to your paper. Gives you a little slide time before it adheres. So that's the inside, and now when you close it, it won't show at all because you cut it a little smaller. Next, I like to pick a sentiment, so I did something very generic. Just a note. That can be a happy birthday note, a get well, all kinds of things. A 4-inch piece of ribbon, and this is the white frayed ribbon. I am going to cut it at an angle before I attach it. If you have a dedicated ribbon scissors, you will always get a nice crisp cut. If you use the same scissors on paper and ribbon, you're going to find that it gets raggedy and just doesn't cut very nicely. It's kind of like your sewing scissors are only for fabric. Well, my ribbon scissors are only for ribbon. So I'm going to place it about there. I'm going to use tear and tape as though it were kind of Scotch tape. Going to attach it good, but I'm not going to remove the backing. I'm going to dimensionalize my little sentiment here that says just for you. And that's going to go right over like this. And then I'm going to take just a few rhinestones. This edge, you can do all kinds of things. You could put some foil there. You could emboss something there. You could put a ribbon around there, all kinds of things. But I'm just going to do some quick self-adhesive sequins here. Just like that to give it a little asymmetric look. And there is my finished card. Isn't that sweet? And it's very fast. Now, to complete my presentation, I always like to put a little designer series paper on my envelope flap. I put glue on the envelope flap and I keep it fairly thin layer of liquid glue. You want it on there good because it's going to go through the mail. You're going to position this straight edge, about a 32nd beyond on this side of the crease. There we go. And then your flap becomes your pattern. So just cut around the flap. And you will have a coordinating envelope. And this really completes the look. It just adds a lot to your presentation. Isn't that a cute card? I think anyone would love receiving this in the mail. Just a note. And you got plenty of room to write. I have 2 more samples I'd like to share with you. This is called Regal Winter, and it's a 12 by 12 designer series paper from the September to December holiday mini catalog. Here I've used the Forever Plaid embossing folder just to add a little dimension there instead of embellishments. And I heat embossed the thank you. And then on the inside, you've got coordinating flowers. Isn't that sweet? And this is the Sentimental Christmas 12 by 12 designer series paper that will donate $3 to children's literacy when you purchase this pretty, it's kind of old-fashioned Christmas designer paper. So here we are, Merry Christmas to you. And then on the inside, we have some snowflakes. So isn't that sweet? I hope you'll try this really easy, fast card. Show off your designer series paper. Make a card, send a card, brighten someone's day. Hope you'll visit me at nancyfurbshares.com. There you'll get ideas, tips, tricks you can order or join my team. Thank you and have a wonderful World Card Making Day.